Hey Gemini, welcome to your December 2019 tarot reading at Higher Source Tarot. If you have a Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you're in the right place. So welcome back to those of you that have subscribed, and thank you for that. It's fun to see new subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed and would like to, I'd love to have you. So hopefully you had a nice Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate that, and if you didn't, it's okay. You know, you just keep going and you tune in to those higher vibrational thoughts and feelings and circumstances, really looking around at all that you do have, and things will get better. You know, they always do, and those things that you want to be brought into your life will come when you can kind of let go of any kind of obsessive thoughts, or certainly thoughts of the lack. Because when we look at what we don't have, we're keeping away what we want. So Gemini, I hope that, anything that you want, your heart's desire, you know that the universe wants to bring it to you. What you are seeking is also seeking you. Okay, so we just have to learn how to quiet our mind and let it come in. So let's see what is going to go on for Gemini here in December. Let's see here, 2019. Whoops. All right, you got the Empress and the Queen of Swords. They're an interesting duo right in the middle here. And there's a little bit of a glare. I apologize. This is the Six of Swords. Whoops. Interesting. Very nice. Wow. Okay, great. Looking good, Gemini. So you could be dealing with a water sign for sure. Let's just slide these down so you can see them a little better. Could also be work related, but I do think for some of you, because you do have quite a few cups here, it's probably more likely to be love related. And I know sometimes people don't always want that. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, so very solid, strong energies coming in. So at the heart of the matter, you may have cut something out that wasn't serving you in order to have new stuff coming in, that there was new growth that needed to happen. And so it's sort of like we can't get a new car when you got the old one parked in your garage. You got to get rid of the old one and then let the new one in. And that's what this feels like. Like you cut something out because you needed something new to come in. And your heart's desire, what you really want, is that big love offer, that romance of a lifetime kind of a love situation. You really are in a place where it's time for that to happen for you. And you've got some really nice cards to support the potential of that happening. So if that's what you want, sit down. There's many spiritual teachers that talk about how to create a list or a script even of what kind of a mate you want without a specific person. And so behind you, I think you moved away from a situation, but you're carrying a little bit of baggage with you. It's not completely stable, where you were unsure if it was the right thing to do or not. But with this Hierophant above you, this is kind of an overarching energy, and it's also a 5, so that's change. And that makes a lot of sense with the 6 too behind you, that you had to make a change. And so with this Hierophant, it's strong Taurus energy, but it's also other earth signs too. It was about running the distance, wanting more for yourself. That's it. You wanted more for yourself. And so whatever you were in, you needed to cut free to get more, because you deserve the best, Gemini. So you've got the Sun coming into the future here, so it could be a Leo that you're dealing with, but this is a beautiful energy for December. You're going to have a lot of fun coming into your reality, and just very relaxed. It's fun but not frenetic. Okay, there's going to be a really nice relaxed pace about it coming in, and just a real warm feeling. It's like how I say Leos are warm. This is the kind of energy that I'm getting off of that. And then you've got the 10. This is representative of you. And you're going to be feeling really fulfilled. So I think what's going to happen with this Ace and then the 10 right next to it is you're going to have somebody that comes in who's very strong. And it could have been somebody from your past, but they know who they are. They know what they want. They're not going to play games with you. It's going to be a very straightforward offer. and it's going to be somebody that's not messing around. So if you're not ready for it, they won't stick around. I can tell you that. But if you're ready for it and you're in a good place, because really, what is your vibrational match is what comes into your path, right? So good or bad. So when you have something that you don't want, my best suggestion is to kind of laugh and say, well, that's my vibrational indicator right there. But if you're in a good place, this will be, again, it's showing that you are going to be in a good place. Now, around you, you have a lot of change. With this death card, could be a Scorpio, but it's just indicative of, we must die to be reborn. I think you went through a rebirth of sorts, Gemini, a spiritual rebirth where you really figured out who you were. And I've had this happen myself where I went on an ascending spiritual journey and really changed my views and my outlook on who are we, why are we really here, and understanding really in today's world, science is quickly becoming the development director of spirituality. So you undergoing this change, you're letting in the potential for a very serious offer for commitment. So if you are in the market for something like that, it's possible that this, again, could be work. There's not a lot of pentacles here, but with this, this is a big offer. So if it's something like a project or work that you've been focused on, the offer is coming towards you. And it's sort of a fear of yours that it's not going to happen. And the more you're fearful of it not happening, the more it will take to come in. But you definitely have a partnership here, and this is where it begins to kind of look work-ish with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. These are two very solid individuals. They know who they are. They know what direction to take next. They're not afraid to speak up, but they'll do it in a way that builds a community, not something that breaks people down. So if it's a love offer, these two are not this is somebody, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's definitely husband material. It's tall, dark, handsome, stable with their money, stable emotionally. The Emperor is a little bit more stern. Again, this could be an Aries too coming for you, but either way, they're not there to play games. This is not deceptive energy. You have nothing in this that looks deceptive in the least way, so that's really good. Whatever, you're going to have clarity, I guess, is too the other thing. You're going to, I think with this Queen of Swords brings clarity. You definitely, where you might have been a little bit deluded or not quite clear in what was happening, you are going to have clarity coming your way. So this is the wild offering for you this month. Self-acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. So dear universe, there we go. So when you accept who you are and you can just be in that, you are at that very high vibrational frequency of love. And so you can't really do much better than that, Gemini. So I'm so glad that you tuned in, and I love you, and I'll see you again next week for a weekly reading.